Good morning, church. Welcome to this morning's Reset for Life. There are times when we face situations that are hard, that cause us to wonder why they are happening or if we will ever get out of them. These things cause worry, anxiety, stress, or fear. In Acts chapter 7, verse 9, it states, "Because the patriarchs were jealous of Joseph, they sold him as a slave into Egypt. But God was with him and rescued him from all his troubles." Now let me give you some context. Stephen, a man of God, had been preaching the word and was doing great wonders and performing miraculous signs. The Sanhedrin, the religious leaders, they didn't like him, so they framed him and looked to cause him harm. He was brought before the Sanhedrin, and while on trial, he began to speak to them about everything, how God has moved in the lives of his people. He began to give a history of that. He reminds them of Joseph and how his brothers sold him to slavery. But that everything that they did, God was with Joseph. And it didn't matter what his brothers did because God was with him. And actually, Joseph was used to save the Hebrew people through famine. As he continued, he brought up some more examples of God helping them through hard situations. Stephen let them know that there is nothing that they can do to him that would break his confidence in God. He was rebuking them for not believing in Jesus and also reminding them it doesn't matter what you do to him because God was with him. You might be going through a situation right now and you don't understand or know what is happening. You might feel like things around you are getting worse. They're not getting better. But I want to encourage you that God is with you. The way he always was with Joseph, the way he was always with Stephen, God is always with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. There are times where God rescues us from a situation. There are times he carries us through a situation. And then there are times he leads us through a situation. No matter what he does, he is with you in every scenario. What we have to do is lean into him and trust him in whatever he chooses to do. Sometimes we lose sight of Jesus and we feel that a situation may be too hard. But we need to learn from Joseph and Stephen. Joseph was beat up, left for dead, sold into slavery, and that was just by his family. Then, when he was a servant in Potiphar's house, he was accused of assault, imprisoned. Then he rose to be a leader. Stephen was beat up, lied about, wrongfully accused. But in every position, every circumstance, God was with them. He gave them the wisdom and he enabled them to get through any situation they were facing. This story should encourage us. We may never face the adversity that Joseph faced or even Stephen, but we can still learn to walk like them in humility and servanthood, despite our situation. When we have an understanding and confidence that our God walks with us, the way we handle our circumstances change. We don't walk defeated, but we walk in peace, knowing that he can calm any storm. God was with him, and he is with us. Those are some of the most comforting words we can ever hear. Those are words that we need to hold dear and remind ourselves every day. We will face hardships. We will face trials. We will face pain. That is what happens in this life because it is a broken world. However, God is with us. He encourages us and builds us up. I encourage you to remember that God is a God that never leaves us nor forsakes us. Have a good week, church.